What's up, guys? My name's Noah. I make music as Haterade here for Sonic Academy. Today's video is about Reese Basses. We're going to learn how to make two different kinds. We're going to learn how to make the more multifaceted, multifunctional pop Reese Bass and the gritty, heavy drum and bass Reese Bass. Now, these were going to be two separate videos, but we decided to combine them because there's a lot of commonalities between them. So let's jump into that right now with the pop Reese Bass. We're going to be using Anna 2 today. So let's open up our Anna 2 here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring down the first oscillator down -2 octaves, second oscillator down -2 octaves, and I'm going to give them both 5 voices. Just like that. So it's going to sound like this right off the bat. Already sounding pretty good. Let's get our filter going here. We're going to go with the low pass filter here. That LP stands for low pass. And then I'm going to switch our filter cutoff to be only focused on the filter 1 here. Give it a little bit of drive there. And let's go with our filter envelope here, give that a little bit of a bump, and then a little bit of resonance. And that resonance is going to give us that sweeping motion. Like that. Okay, cool. So we can probably do this. I'm going to go bring this third oscillator down -3. And I'm going to bring the volume down a little bit too. Bring the volume up on these. So the reason why I'm doing that is so we can get a little bit more of that low texture, but without it overwhelming and overtaking everything and making the entire sound muddy. And let's bring down our release and sustain here. Well, we don't need to bring it down all the way. Let's just, bring it down a little bit. And let's add on a chorus here. Yeah, I'm going to bring that drive down a little bit too. And then finally, just to finish this off, we're going to throw on a shelf down on some of these higher frequencies here. And give it a little bit of a low bump here. Let's bring that rate down on that chorus. Let's bring the dry wet down too a little bit. So you could do this to taste. A lot of people like to have that Reese Bass be really low, so you're bringing the cutoff down. You could do it in a lot of different ways. But let's move on to our drum and bass Reese Bass, because this one's a lot more fun, especially if you make bass music. Okay, so let's get it set up just how we would normally. Except for this time, we're not gonna be using any of the detune. Bring that all the way down. And so you might be asking, how are we gonna get that Reese Bass sound if we don't have detune? Well, we're gonna manually detune it with the fine tune, and I'll show you why in a minute. But here's how it sounds like this. You can already hear like that old school drum and bass sound to it. So let's go add our filter here. We're going to go with a notch filter. We'll do the same thing, bring that cutoff over there. We're going to switch our LFO target to our filter 1 frequency. Bring our rate down a little bit and bring the amount down a little bit too. Then what we're going to do here is we're going to turn on mono and portamento and this. We're gonna bump up that glide right there, and you could do this on the other one too. But since we had that percussive element on the first one, it makes more sense to do it with this one. But you could do it on both if you wanted to. The portamento glide there. Okay, cool. So it's sounding pretty good. Let's add in some white noise. I printed this white noise from an operator. I'm going to hit retrig. That's what the white noise sounds like. So here's what it sounds like in the synth. So I'll show you why we're doing that in a second. Let's add some distortion. Gonna throw on some distortion here. Let's try the tube drive. Maybe not the tube. Let's try the clipper. I think that sounded nice and gritty. Let's try that same technique we did on the last one with the low octave. Let's except this time, let's try using a sine. Let's add a little bit of chorus on this one too, just a little bit though. I think that sounds pretty good. Let's also do this. Check this out. We're gonna go with the up here where we made that adjustment on the fine tune. Watch what happens when I pull it up as it's playing. So it might be a good idea to map that to a macro and then sort of play with that throughout your song. If you wanted to have it go up like that on a fill or something, it adds this really cool extra flair to it. So those are both of our Reese basses: the pop Reese bass, which is really multifaceted, and then the drum and bass Reese bass, which is gritty and aggressive. So hopefully you guys learned something. If you did, please consider clicking like on the video and subscribing to the channel. We're putting out new videos all the time for you guys. So thanks for watching.
Thanks everyone for watching. We really appreciate the support from you guys. If you liked this video, then smash that like button. And if you want to be notified about new content, hit the subscribe and the bell notifications. Peace!